having supported and participated in a cowardly terrorist and barbaric attack against the forces of our confederation in Tinsawatan. The African Union did not utter a word to condemn this interference by a state outside of Africa in the internal affairs of our states. I would like them to hear this and therefore break their silence and take action so that the youth can believe in the African Union.
I therefore stand representing the rest of Africa, requesting you, Mr. Traore, to open up your military for us to join and defend Africa. We are learning from our mistakes. Back then when Gaddafi was invented, these fucking idiots of Africa, the leaders, they betrayed him.
Everybody is supporting Ibrahim Trio. You hear me? We gonna be live in Dallas City Hall on the 30th, man. I'm not playing with these people. Boy, I'm about to put on my red, my black, my green, and we about to take to the streets, and we gonna be the real ninjas that we supposed to be, and let them know that we support Africa, because guess what? Those are our brothers, our sisters.
And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it.
Salute to Ibrahim Traore and all the Burkina Faso people and all the African people. Yes, people, 30th of April is the day that man and woman has agreed to hit the streets in protest.
Hier et aujourd'hui, c'est deux moments différents.
Nous sommes en train de manifester pour l'AES. Ouais. Pour l'AES. Pour l'AES. Tout ce monde est venu pour dire oui à l'AES. L'Alliance des États du Sahel. C'est important. Voilà. C'est important. IB. 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 Voilà. IB. 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 IB.
Hello guys, welcome to Soso and So. My name is Xavier. The time is up. The time is now. Africa and the black youth are all rising across Africa and the entire world in solidarity of Ibrahim Traore. They are saying that enough is enough. The West have taken Africa for granted for too long. Now is the time to rise for one of our own. We were silenced in 2010 when it happened to Colonel Muammar Gaddafi in Libya. Now we are asking the leaders of Africa to stand up and free Africa from the imperialists. Now, there is a massive protest going on across the globe on the 30th of April 2025, and that is the beginning of a new revolution across the world by the black people. Remember, it is not only Africa, it is the black race across the globe. Jamaicans are part, black Americans are part, black people in Europe are part of this protest. And the 30th of April is just the start of the protest. It should continue throughout the month of May and throughout the year 2025. So 30th of April is just the beginning. It's happening all across. So you to organize your own after 30th is the starting date. It has already started in France. So let's continue in all countries of the world. What is happening? Quick background story is that Ibrahim Traore is being chased by the West. Ibrahim Traore has kicked France out of Burkina Faso. He has regained control of the nation's natural resources and is using them to empower the people. Now, France is utilizing the black puppets in Ivory Coast in an attempt to form a coup and wage a proxy war to assassinate Ibrahim Traore. Of course, the United States is also contributing to the assassination and destabilization efforts. They've sent in their black plantation manager, Michael Langley, to also try to kill Ibrahim. Notice, they always sent black people to kill black people. One thing these European and Western nations will never allow is a strong African leader, particularly one who stabilizes the continent and takes control of the region. Western countries will always team up to ensure the destabilization of African countries. This is how they stay in control and steal all the resources. They've been running the same script for centuries. They will try to murder Ibrahim the same way they murdered Muammar Gaddafi. They used Obama as the face of this measure. Now, we all remember that President Barack Obama of the United States was president in 2010 when Colonel Muammar Gaddafi was killed, right? Later on, he said that he regretted it. Watch this video by Julius Malema of South Africa.
And then Obama killed Gaddafi. And then nothing has happened. We're here today with Libya being destroyed and unable to recover because of America. We know very well that where NATO gets involved, those are terrorists. We know very well where the US says we're going in to install peace, that place will never know peace as long as America has visited that place.
All right, welcome back. Now, you know that Africa is being distributed by the West. They've taken section of the continent to themselves, as in that is their control area. When you go to Anglophone countries like Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, those nations were being colonized by England. And so they take those countries as still their territories. And when you go to the Francophone countries like Burkina Faso, Niger, Togo, Benin, Ivory Coast, France is taking control over all those nations again. They've distributed Africa as if it's their property. And so they want to be involved in anything that is going on in those countries. You can have one leader ruling a nation for over 50 years and things will be deteriorating. So far as it's serving the interest of the West, they are okay with that leadership. Now, Ibrahim Traore has staged a coup d'etat about 3 years ago in Burkina Faso. He's taking charge of the nation. Now, he's kicked away France from the country, using the country's resources now to the benefit of the people, refusing France companies to mine in Burkina Faso now. Now they are refining their own gold, using the resources, now empowering agriculture very much in the country of Burkina Faso. That is not going well with France. And so they are finding every means to take away that strong leader. He's just 34 years of age, the youngest leader in Africa, and as a matter of fact, in the entire world right now. And he's a strong leader. France is not happy. They are using America to back them up. Recently, in the United States Senate, the African general, as in General Michael Langley, who is the general in the Africa, went to give a report in the Senate in America, stating the things that are happening in the territory of Africa. And his report, he stated that Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, is using the resources in that nation to his personal protection instead of the benefit of the other people.
General Langley, I see that you are making waves on these social media streets, okay? Burkina Bay people have sent me to give you a message. They said they are very, very happy with Captain Ibrahim Traore. They are very happy with him. They don't have a problem with him. They understand what you are trying to do, but they are very, very happy with Captain Ibrahim Traore and what he's doing for them. So I thought that I would send you this message in case there was some misunderstanding. Captain Ibrahim Traore also kind of understands why you threw him under the bus and it was you, because when he took this mission to free his people, he knew that based on history and based on what the West have done to their leaders, including Thomas Sankara, he knew that they were going to send you. So we were aware that you were coming. I just want to give you a little tip and a little side note. It's not only Burkina Bay people that are happy for him. In fact, the whole of Africa have sent me. Yes, this is a very risky thing you are doing. Look, Africans are very, very happy with Ibrahim Traore. To them, he's a hope of Africa. Eh? So I just thought that I would whisper this in your ear, that next time you go in front of your masters, but my brother, you know that in America we are second-class citizens. Why you for do that? And Captain Ibrahim Traore, the system that makes us 3/4 of a human being. Say, you know what I'm talking about. The system that makes us 3/4 of a human being. The only way we'll get out of it is if Africa unites. Okay? Right now, the Sahel people have united. And as Africans in America, African Americans, Black Americans, our respect is tied to the freedom of Africa.
We all know, we, especially the people that are following the development in Burkina Faso, know it very well that this guy is using the resources to develop the country. Roads are being built, schools are being built, hospitals are being built, agriculture is being boosted very much in that country. But one thing that is not benefiting the European country, France, is that now the people are not allowing them to control their nation anymore, and therefore they are trying to paint Ibrahim Traore black. After that video came out, after that report came out, the entire black race and the entire African continent has erupted like volcano. We are staging a demonstration all across the world that stay off Burkina Faso and stay off Ibrahim Traore. We were all in this world when it happened to Colonel Muammar Gaddafi in Libya. He was painted very black. All sort of things have been said against him. Leaders across this continent sat down and allowed NATO to invade Libya and kill Muammar Gaddafi as if he is a nobody, as animals were not even treated that way. But Colonel Muammar Gaddafi was treated in that manner. Now, why are they so much vested in Africa? Why are they so much vested in Burkina Faso? Why don't they like good leadership across Africa? Now, they want to use the script that Ibrahim Traore is a military leader and therefore he need not to be in control. Fine.
America must never tell us what to do. The same United States, which is furious at being cut off from the riches of Burkina Faso, cannot tell us what to do. We stand with Captain Traore. We stand with Traore because we know that Traore stands for the unity of Africa. We are Traore, and Traore is all of us. If they kill Traore, you must know they would have created another wound in the continent of Africa. We must defend him the same way we defend the unity of Africa. We must defend China for defying the USA and telling the USA to go to hell because they don't understand how the tariffs works. Donald Trump is an enemy of himself and all of us. And he must know the EFF is not scared of him. The EFF is not scared of Israel. The EFF is not scared of Morocco. The EFF is not scared of the imperialist forces. The EFF will stand on the side of the people of DRC, the people of Sudan, and the people of Sahrawi.
But one thing that we all need to remember, that United Nations or the world did not sat at any table to sign that every country in this globe needs to practice democracy. Every country is a sovereign state. You can practice the form of government that you want to practice, so far as you are not infringing upon the right of the citizens of those nations, so far as the entire population or the majority of the people are in alignment with that kind of leadership. Now, countries like United Kingdom still practice monarchy, as in King Charles is not being elected by anybody. And when he dies today, you as a citizen of the United Kingdom, you cannot stand up to be the king of that nation or that kingdom. Nobody can stand. It is him or another person in that family lineage. All right, that is the system of government that they practice. It's still in Canada as well. King Charles is the head of state in Canada. Although they vote for a prime minister, King Charles is still the head of state, and the prime minister is the head of government. When it comes to a country like Morocco, they also practice monarchy. Same way, Eswatini, the same thing that is happening over there. Now, when you go to a country like China, the president, Xi Jinping, has been president since 2012. That is some 13 years ago. He's been the leader. Now, they practice what we call China People's Democratic Dictatorship. That is their form of government, and it's a one-party state. No political party is allowed. You are not allowed to form a political party in China. And so the one party that is in China, that's the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. That party's leader, the general secretary of that party, is the Xi Jinping, and he becomes the leader of the country. He's been there for the past 13 years. Nobody can say anything. That is what the Chinese people want, and they are happy with their leadership. They worship their leader. That is a form of government that they practice. Now, let's come to Africa. A lot of countries in Africa, practice democracy. They go to the polls and elect their leader. Lots of those countries are practicing the wrong form of democracy. One person leads the nation for decades. Why is it that the European countries, America, are not against those leadership? Because the people there are doing their bidding for them, so they are okay with them. Let's take a country like Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea leader is called Teodoro Obiang Nguema. He is now 82 years. He's been president since 1979. That is the past 46 years one person has been a leader of a country, a democratically elected country. People that you see them that, okay, these people are practicing democracy. One person has been at the helm of affairs for the past 46 years. A country like Cameroon, their leader is currently 92 years of age. He has been president since the year 1982, before a lot of you that are watching this video and I were born. He's been president for the past 43 years, one person. France is okay with the 92-year-old president being at the helm of affairs for the past 43 years. They are okay. No invading of Cameroon. When you go to a country like Uganda, the president, Museveni, he is 80 years of age. He's been president since 1986. For the past 39 years, one person has been at the helm of affairs. When you go to a country like Eritrea, Efwaki, he is 79 years of age. He's been president since 1993. That is for the past 32 years he's been president. Among them, he's the one that you can say that, okay, he doesn't bow down to the West, right? He's not a puppet to the West. He doesn't bow down to the West. He is the only one that you can say that a little bit about, or you can say that about. When you go to a country like Djibouti, the president is Ismail Omar. He is 77 years of age. He's been president since 1999. That's 26 years. One person has been at the helm of affairs for 26 years. But why is it that the West, America, France are not against those leadership, are not trying to assassinate all those people? When you just go to a country like Togo, the president then was Yadama. Yadama has been president from 1967 to 2005. 1967 to 2005. That was 37 years of rulership. One person ruled the nation for 37 years. Now, he did not resign. He died in office. When he died, his son took over from the year 2005 that his father died till today. He's still been president for the past 20 years. He and his father put together is 57 years. A man and his son. France is okay. America is okay. Why? Because they are doing the bidding of France. They are doing the bidding of their colonial masters. And so they are okay with a man and his son being president for 57 good years. When you go to a country like Cote d'Ivoire, Gbagbo has been president for 10 good years. They did a civilian coup, letting in Ouattara. Ouattara has been president for the past 14 years. So two people ruled one nation for 24 years and still counting. But France is okay with that leadership. But Ibrahim Traore, who is just 2 to 3 years in office, but because he has kicked out France military from Burkina Faso, kicked out France media from Burkina Faso, now letting only Burkinabés to mine their own gold, their own natural minerals, and refine it in their own country, the colonial masters are angry. And they are not just angry, finding ways to paint the leader black and invade the country, to hand over the country to their selected puppets again, to do their bidding for them again. That is the mindset of the West. They always want the black people, the African, to be down there so that they can be exploiting them to their benefit day in, day out. But the time has come. African youth all across Africa stand up. We are all fighting with one voice now that stay off Africa, stay off Burkina Faso, stay off Niger, stay off Mali. They are not your territory. They are sovereign states. You are not even bothered with them. You are far away in America. You are far away in Europe. These countries are within the Sahel nation, the southern, the western, and then the central part of Africa. They are not close to you at all. Pack your military base from their country back to your nation. Because you go to France, you not find Burkina Faso armed forces base over there. You not find Togolese armed forces base over there. But why is it by force that you want to have your armed forces base in their country? They are sovereign states. They are not made for you. It is not up to you to decide what happened in those nations. We are all in a global village. We all need to stay together. But let's stay together with respect to one another. Let's have discourse. When you go deep into it, into the resources that every nation has, you realize that Africa does not need the world. The world rather needs Africa. But they are not even acting like they need Africa. They are using the reverse psychology on us, making us feel that we rather need them, and without them we cannot survive. Truth is that without us, they cannot survive. Without Africa, America or Europe cannot survive. That is the fact. Because of the emergence of media, the social media especially, now what is happening in Ghana, what is happening in Burkina Faso, what is happening in Mali, you can be at any part of the world and see that. When it happened to Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, social media was not that massive. So a lot of people say it's in their own room. They cannot do much. But today, when there is protest happening in Cape Town, South Africa, you can be at any part of the world and join those protests. So that is what is happening on the 30th of April. African youth, black community all over the world. It's happening in London. It's happening in Nairobi, Kenya. It's happening in France. It's happening in America. So American one is happening at Dallas in America. Watch this.
Hey, this is how you know this is the greatest president they ever lived. They having a mega rally all over the world. Everybody is supporting Ibrahim Trio. You hear me? We gonna be live in Dallas City Hall on the 30th, man. I'm not playing with these people. Boy, I'm about to put on my red, my black, my green, and we about to take to the streets, and we gonna be the real ninjas that we supposed to be, and let them know that we support Africa. Because guess what? Those are our brothers, our sisters, our family. Ain't no reason why we should be out here hating this and hating them and all this because they brainwash us to make us believe that they don't like us and we don't like them. No, man. Them people ain't got none but love for us. That's why I'm representing, and that's why I be at Dallas City Hall on the 30th. I'm talking about we about to have fun. We gonna turn it to a block party. Bring your bottles, have fun. Post up, let's take to the streets and let them know that we here to reclaim our throne. You ain't gotta give me reparations when we can come together and take them. Real talk, I'm on that type of timing. Yeah, it's really like that. And I'm really like that. Trust me, boy, the Tamarian God is great. And thank you. I love y'all, Africa.
Okay, so you can see that is the American protest happening on the 30th of April. They are inviting everybody in America to join that protest. Watch this video from Jamaica as well.
Yes, people. Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, and Empress with 0 men, 1 perfect balance. A salute to Ibrahim, Traore, and all the Burkina Faso people and all the African people. Yes, people, 30th of April is the day that man and woman has agreed to hit the streets in protest. And in doing so, we got to be wise-minded. We got to be careful because the enemy out there know what you're doing and they're going to be planning against you. Now listen, my people. The best way to do this march is, if you're going to march, you have to march to the embassies. The US Embassy and the French Embassy. I want to have the articulate to write a script, to write the information, a letter to carry to the embassy and deliver it. Otherwise, someone's are getting confused. Someone don't know where to go, where the march is going to be. In Ghana, you're hearing that. Kenya, well, I think they have their thing together so far. Sierra Leone, and other places. But what you can do is the main thing that every country got to march to the embassy with a letter. Also, if there is, you know, they have certain laws in some people country, they have to get a permit from the authorities to march. If you're afraid that's going to create a problem, what you do, a couple of you can march to the embassy with the letter and carry the letter. Well, you can set up a table with a book for ones to sign, so we can get some signatures that we can also take to the embassy, ones that who against the invasion of Burkina Faso and arresting Ibrahim Traore.
Jamaica, bomb clat. Okay, our friends in Jamaica sending their love to Ibrahim Traore and the people of Burkina Faso. Happening in Kenya as well. This is the straight Black Pride movement.
Perfect. We're going to do this one more game. All right. Baba Goita, Baba Goita, Baba Chiani, Baba Chiani, Baba Traore. Baba Traore. We Africans in the West, 150%. 150%. Support everything that you're doing. In the way of African liberation. And that which you request of us. We've been fighting 400 years in the belly of the beast. We will comply. We will do. We love you. Ashe. Yeah. That's it, baby.
You can see all over social media that the African youth are rising. They are doing video after video, offering themselves to join the Burkinabe armed forces. They are asking Ibrahim Traore to open the gate that everybody now can come and join the armed forces in Burkina Faso.
Nigerians requested Traore to open up his military for them to join if ever these damn idiots of America try to invade him. I therefore stand representing the rest of Africa, requesting you, Mr. Traore, to open up your military for us to join and defend Africa. We are learning from our mistakes. Back then when Gaddafi was invented, these fucking idiots of Africa, the leaders, they betrayed him and they sat back on their tails like damn idiots. If ever you feel not concerned about the issues of the invasion of Burkina Faso as an African, you are one, a fool or a traitor, one of the two. Democracy only works when we are submissive to them. Democracy only works when we only benefit their interest. Fucking idiots. Traore, we request you open up your military for us to join. We fight today or we live like slaves. And we ain't ready to be like slaves anymore. We learned from our mistakes that we saw last time. Motherfucking idiots of Africa, they betrayed Gaddafi. The leaders, that's what I'm talking about. And we all backed up down on the side on our tails like idiots. Indeed we were. This time around we shall stand and fight against those oppression of those damn idiots. Yes, indeed. Traore, you have some imperfections. Some things go wrong from your side. You need to put up a system that you yourself will follow and the other Burkina Fasos of leadership. The transition of power and everything. But for now, we are standing together with you to fight those damn idiots of America. Let them keep their fucking democracy to themselves. The democracy of being submissive to them, we don't need it anymore. The democracy that they bring after demolition, after annihilation, after extinction of everybody else, of lives and human rights, we do not need any kind of democracy like that. The democracy that was in Libya, we don't need it. The democracy that is in Syria, Gaza, we don't need any kind of democracy of that kind of behavior. I therefore stand, requesting one more time, open the military for us to join. And that is it. Asadaman. Makebe.
You see, this is what is expected of African or black people. When war was happening between Russia and Ukraine, which is still happening, you will see African youth saying that the Russian army should open the gate so that they will go and join. Indeed, some have joined and some are still joining the Russian army. So what is wrong for somebody in Kenya, in Malawi, in Congo to rise up and say that Burkina Faso, open your armed forces, let me come and join and fight for you. This is one blood, this is one Africa. if we can stand and say that we want to go and join Russian armed forces, if we can pride ourselves of joining the armed forces in America, why can't you be proud as a Kenyan? Why can't you be proud as a Nigerian, as a Ghanaian, as a Burkina, any African descent of going to join an African army different from your country to fight for the liberation of those people? We can all do it. Malcolm X said this, that we can only move forward when we stand together and erupt as an African youth.
There will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.
Yes. So aside coming out to join these protests in your country, you watching this video, you can as well, create group in your country, wherever that you are, that let all protest and tell our government, the leader of your country, as a Nigerian, you have to do videos, protests to Tinubu. As a Ghanaian, do video to your leader, John Mahama. As a Togolese, do videos for your leader, Fonya Simbe. In all African countries, to tell your leader that don't keep quiet. You were quiet years ago in 2010 when it happened to Colonel Muammar Gaddafi. Will you still be quiet? What is the significance of the African Union? Is it just a group on paper? Is it just a group that the leaders go there to have meeting and come back, drink coffee, drink tea, and come back home without doing anything? What is the vision of the African Union? This is what Ibrahim Traore said about the African Union.
You will hear about the African Union. Yes, it exists. But what is the effect of the African Union in reality? We cannot talk about integration in the theme and not talk about the African Union. Because it is this organization that should unite us, create real integration. But we regret to see these wars that persist on the African continent, killing millions of young people. And that this organization, which has heads of state, with armies, is unable to organize itself to support certain countries. The Union is not just a word. The Union is a symbol. And we, the youth, should learn a lesson from this situation to unite, to make integration a reality. I was unpleasantly surprised when Ethiopia, which hosts the headquarters of the African Union, was experiencing a conflict. And when I saw the Prime Minister put on a military uniform and announce the closure of the university in Addis Ababa to face the threat. I did not see any action from the African Union to protect these headquarters. Most Western states saw Addis Ababa falling, packing up and leaving. Ethiopia fought, found an internal solution, and is living more or less in peace today. The children of Congo have been dying for years. Several other conflicts, such as in Sudan, exist on the continent. We would have liked to see the African Union generate the forces and all the necessary strategies to support these states so they can regain peace. For nearly 10 years, the Sahel has been the theater of international terrorism. But we see no support from these organizations to find a solution to this problem. Worse, a few days ago, a country foreign to Africa openly announced having supported and participated in a cowardly terrorist and barbaric attack against the forces of our confederation in Tinsawatan. The African Union did not utter a word to condemn this interference by a state outside of Africa in the internal affairs of our states. I would like them to hear this and therefore break their silence and take action so that the youth can believe in the African Union.
Right. You can see it right there. So African youth, it's time now. Don't keep quiet. Don't be timid. It is time for us to rise up. You can use your social media as you're watching this video. You have to be commenting as you're watching this video. Tell your friend to tell a friend that let all be awake. Let all stand up for one another. Indeed, even if you don't like military coup d'etat, at least there's something good happening over there. So it's either you have to come to the table and advise him. You can transition as a military leader to a democratically elected leader, right? With the same mindset, with the same vision in your mind. Coup d'etat in Africa actually started from Ghana. The last one that happened, the leader, Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, transitioned to what? A democratically elected president, ran for office twice, and that was it. He became an ex-president. So Ibrahim Traore, you shouldn't chastise him. As an African leader, what you need to do is approach him now. That Ibrahim Traore, all right, we know that you're doing something good. We know that you have a right vision, but the cry right now that people say they don't like a military leader, which your country as well have signed up for. Cool. Let's have a transition. The way that the people are loving you, there's no way that you run for election and you will lose. And so you will win it. And it's the same person. It's the same Ibrahim Traore. It's the same group of people that you work with. But don't change the mindset. Let the mindset of African revolution still be in your mind and work for the people of Burkina Faso alone. That should be the only thing that we should be working towards right now. Not saying that, hey, kill him. We know that there are a lot of Africans now that are thinking so myopic. You cannot even fathom how they are thinking. They are chastising Ibrahim Traore right now. You will see a black man standing in front of you, see people tweeting. When the Maya posted a video of how he went to Burkina Faso and things that are happening there, road construction happening day and night, people work is going on rapidly in that country. When he tweeted, a Nigerian retweeted that video and saying that they have paid him to come and do a propaganda for Ibrahim Traore. He started using influencers to do a propaganda. This is the tweet, and this is how Wadamaya replied this guy. We have these people among us, and so when you find any of them, you need to use the opportunity to educate them. It's not radical. It's just to explain things. That are you happy as an African? Things that are happening in your continent that are used, you and I, when you had the opportunity, instead of us to stay in our nation, the next thing that we want to do is to get a passport, get a visa, and run away to Europe or to the American. Is that how we want to do? No, we want to stay in our own land and enjoy our own land, enjoy the benefit of our own land. This is the land that God has given to us, but we need to protect it. We need to sack the oppressors from our territory and have our territory to ourselves. That's supposed to be the vision of Africa. Let's not kill the vision of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nelson Mandela, Thomas Sankara. All the heroes of Africa died just to unite Africa for us to have our land to ourselves. Why did they die? They were killed by the people that will always want to oppress us. African youth, it's time. This is not a time to make merry. This is not a time to sit down and watch your land. A good leader, a young man just like you and I that have the right vision to develop his country being killed in front of us, and we will do nothing. No, this is a new generation. Let our generation not disappoint our forefathers. Generation after generation have been disappointing the continent and the land of Africa. Mama Africa have been disappointed for far too long, but it's now time. Let our generation set the difference. Let our generation be different from the others. Let's do good. Let's stand up for the land. One person is being tried right now. Let's all stand in solidarity with him. Let's all protect him. Tweet influencers, musicians, actors, those people that voice count. I like this tweet from Sako Deb. He's one of the biggest artists from Africa. He's a rapper in Ghana. He tweeted it that let's protect what? Ibrahim Traore. And I'm happy that, artists like this, McNeil, came to retweet this, with stars that year. And one artist as well, Stoneboy, came to retweet with this message as well. This is what we need as Africans. Let your influencers, let your people, the people that you are following, tag them to stand in solidarity with Ibrahim Traore. He's not using that. He's not killing Burkinabés. He's not using the resources of the nation to empower himself. He's not using the resources to travel abroad and enjoy. No, he's using them to develop the Burkina Faso nation. When Burkina Faso is like Dubai, you will travel from South Africa, you will travel from Malawi, you will travel from Madagascar to go and visit Burkina Faso. A little drop of water makes an ocean. They started from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Let us support them. That only African can develop Africa. Nobody will come and develop Africa for us. Africa is for you and I. Africa is for the youth of Africa. Let the youth of Africa rise in support of Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso. Let the youth of Africa stand in support of Niger. Let the youth of Africa stand in support of Mali. Let the revolution continue and luta continua. My name is Xavier. This is also and so we keep giving you the update as to the happening all around the demonstration grounds in Africa. Let it be on social media. When you have the platform, tweet, post about it in solidarity, in support of these leaders. The demonstration needs to continue on the ground. Tell your leaders, anybody with a voice, tag them to speak out for Ibrahim Traore or the IES nation all around the Sahel nation. Support them. My name is Xavier. This is also and so. Until then, luta continua.